3 possibilities, 3 ways, because 2 is never enough. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of The Fragrantician, where here on this channel we talk about nothing but fragrances. So in this edition we are talking about a 3-way tag. Yes, 3 ways, because as I said, 2 is never enough. So this is a tag video that was started by Rose and Jones, otherwise known as Lizzie, although we call her Lizziebet, and she spoke about 3 fragrances on 3 ways. Now, take this as you will. This is 3 fragrances that you're loving now, 3 fragrances that you want to discard, and 3 fragrances that are on your wish list. So let's get into it. So the first fragrance I'm loving now is Midnight Poison, because I'm wearing it, and I don't understand people that buy fragrances and then don't wear them, because maybe they're discontinued or they're rare like this is, but I am going to wear this. Why? Because it's an extension of who I am. Fragrance is an extension of who you are. It's your rose, it's your patchouli, it's your orange, it's your amber, it's slightly vanillic, slightly sweet, and I bought it, so I'm going to rock it and wear it. So Midnight Poison is one on the list that I'm loving. The next one on the list, and this I'm going to do a full review on, is the best find I have ever bought this year. Yes, it's the best find I've bought this year. That's a sweeping statement, and it is gorgeous. Let's just show you the bottle. It is by Versace and it is called Romance Eau de Parfum. It does come in an attar oil as well, which is on my wish list, but that's not in this list. But because a wish list is like going to have to be more than 3, isn't it? Let's face it. So Romance, let me tell you about this. This is a floral, woody, slightly fruity, slightly sweet fragrance. If you remember, and it's not a dupe and it's not a clone for it, but if you remember Tender Poison by Dior, then this fragrance is probably about 95% the same, I would say. It has those similar vibes to it. It's slightly fruity, it's slightly floral, it's powdery, it's fresh, it's aromatic, it's green, and I'm going to do a full review on this. I love the bottle. Some people don't, but I love it. It's like a little Fabergé egg. Romance by Versace. And the final one on my list, yes, no introductions, as Marcy said to me, my sister Marcy in California, she said, this is like kissing Elvira's neck. What a lovely description, and that might make some people recoil in horror, but to me it was the perfect description. Kissing Elvira's neck. Yeah, Dirty Jasmine with animalics. Worn it to work, worn it at home. Yep. When this runs out, repurchase, big repurchase. And I am sucking the juice out of this, but I love it, love it. I know I've said it before, Joan Collins in Fur Coat and No Knickers, it is that scent, it is that erotic scent. And I may not look erotic now, but I'm feeling erotic. So, the next category is, and this is 3 fragrances that I am saying bye-bye to. I am decluttering, getting rid of, you name it. I don't need it in my life, so let's start with it. The first one is by Jean-Paul Gaultier, and it is the classic version. Now, while I do like this, it is slightly there's something scratchy in this. It is nice, but the powderiness is slightly scratchy, and I used to like it. And I have worn it, but there's just something about it. It's slightly too boudoir. And when I mean boudoir, it's slightly, the powderiness isn't what I like in a powdery scent. Powderiness isn't like the Versace powderiness. It's not that ethereal powderiness. It's just too much. It's just too much. She says after talking about Salome, there's just something in it. No, got to go. Jean-Paul Gaultier, the classic version. Next one that's going is Versace Crystal Noir, and because I don't know, there's something in this that is just giving me, see, I get a coconut vibe in it, and I don't really get this darkness quality from it, so it's got to go. Simple. I mean, what? I'm smelling it in the air now, and this fragrance would give me a headache. So it's just got to go. Versace Crystal Noir. And the last one, this is going to be a shocker for some. This is Swiss Arabian Shagaf Oud. I'm not even going to spray this. This is oud that I don't like. It's strong. It's with rose, a little bit of rose. Sweetness as well, and it is that sweetness I don't like with that oud. It's just, I feel like I'm trying too hard with this fragrance. This fragrance, I feel like I'm trying too hard compared to, say, Oud Bouquet, which is more refined. No. Oud Bouquet is a very refined fragrance. Love that, but this, it's got to go. Bye bye. Right, now we're on to the category, which is 3 fragrances that I really want. And the first one has done like a 180 on me. First of all, I wasn't sure about it. Then I thought, I don't know if I like it. Then I thought, I don't like it. And now I like it, and now I love it. It is Portrait of a Lady. And yes, I go for the big guns, don't I? You know, it is rose, it is raspberry, it is incensey, and I think it's grown on me, and I really, really do want it. I've just done a 180 on me because I wasn't sure about it at first. It was, I don't know, but now I absolutely love it, and I've still got a little bit of the sample left, and it's not very sweet, it's only a little bit sweet, but the raspberry and the rose and the frankincense, the rose and the frankincense is just, and patchouli, again, they're my favourite notes. I actually, when I think about it, when I tried it, because it has been a hyped up fragrance, not recently, but it has been hyped up, I try not to jump on that hyped up train, but thinking about it now, I really do like it, so it's on that wish list. So, Portrait of a Lady. The second one on the wish list is, again, another 180. That's the thing, you see, you've got to sometimes give fragrances a second try. Sometimes, if a fragrance isn't a love at first sniff, sometimes your nose isn't in the right frame of mind. Sometimes it's not appreciating something, maybe. So this one is by Francesca Bianchi, and it is Angel's Dust, which is a completely different fragrance to the previous one. And this fragrance is soft and ethereal, smells like violet and rose, and just, I love it. And I've got a little bit of the sample left, so that's on my wish list. Angel's Dust by Francesca Bianchi. And the final one on my wish list is Spell 125 by Papillon. And as you can see, this has nearly gone now because it is, in my opinion, one of the best frankincense fragrances that I've smelt. It's got white ambergris, it's got Siberian pine in it, and there's this pine and frankincense. It's this pine and this sacra frankincense that combine, walking through this magical forest and experiencing something magical, and just, it's absolutely gorgeous. And the sandalwood gives a little bit of creaminess as well in there. There's a little bit of creaminess I do detect in this fragrance, but the frankincense and the pine, it has the light and it has the dark, and this is on my wish list. Papillon Perfumery Spell 125. So that was my take on a 3-way fragrance tag. Yeah, what are your fragrances that are on your wish list? What are 3 fragrances you're loving at the moment? What are 3 fragrances you want to declutter and get rid of it at the moment? Comment down below. Also, partake in this. I'd like to see what your ideas are, and I'd like to see what your videos are. So please get involved and start a craze. So thanks to Rose and Jones for starting this. Let's hope to see more. But until next time, you've been watching another edition of The Fragrantician. And as I always say, life may be boring, but you don't have to be.